maybe it was nice. तो बघतो त्यावरती इंटरनेटवर सगळं बघतो ते फोनवरती दिसतं सगळं.
Relax. Just have a bit of exercise. Do what? Wait.
And now, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda commences tonight's satsang with a Sanskrit peace chant.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We begin with a mystic song by Sri Swami Lalitananda, played and sung by Sri Swami Umananda and Rajneesh.
Our song tonight is based on a poem by Swamiji. It's called Somewhere. Somewhere, someone plays the flute and sings a mystic song that comes sweeping over the mountains by lakes and forests, dancing on ocean waves, playing with shining stars. Somewhere, someone beyond the wheel of time is singing a sweet song, and in the early dawn, as silent sun, I become one with a song. The world fades like the morning mist. I have become one. I am We are recording from the ashram of our revered Guru, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda in Miami, Florida. Today is September the 5th, 2020, Saturday evening. And tonight Swamiji will be conducting a class on concentration and meditation. And now Pujya Atman Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda ji.
Om Brahmanandam Param Sukhadam Kevalam Jnana Murtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om. Adoration to Sadguru, who is Brahman, the giver of supreme bliss, embodiment of pure consciousness, one without a second, vast as the ether, infinite, eternal. Beyond the three gunas and their modifications, the supreme preceptor. We begin with concentration exercises on slide projections. And you have before you Goddess Saraswati, the Devi who presides over your inspiration, your insight, and the Devi that transforms your intellect into intuitional intellect. That's Saraswati. And that Devi is the source of all that gives you delight. Every delight that you have in every plane, the source of all delight is Saraswati. Saras, the Ras term. Understand the mystical meaning of swan. She rides on a swan. Swan has the quality of separating mixed up milk and water and with contamination. But swan separates, takes out the pure milk, leaves everything behind. That's the symbolism is implied in swan. That type of understanding invokes the presence of Goddess Saraswati. The beautiful snowy white lotus on which she is seated. That lotus is the heart that is supremely purified, full of sattva, purity. Her personality is glorifying integral yoga. 4 aspects of your personality: action, emotion, will and reason. They are put into music, melody. And that's the subtle secret of adoring Saraswati. One hand of hers carries mala, inspiring you to practice japa. In another hand, she carries scripture, inspiring devotees to study scriptures under Guru's guidance. So with that in view, close your eyes, mentally visualize the Devi, and feel her inspiring presence. Next, open your eyes. You are looking at tropical water lily. And that's symbolic. That's the way your heart should feel. So as you mentally direct your attention to your heart, try to develop that allegorical symbol of water lily. Your heart has turned into that lily. How beautiful are those petals. Little of blue and little of gracious colors. And in the middle, you have a special radiation, golden light, and that's presence of God. So, when you begin to meditate, prepare the seat for God in your own heart. With that in view, close your eyes and try to follow that. Your heart has been turned into a beautiful water lily. And God is enshrined. Now open your eyes and you are looking at a swan. Swan with flapping wings. And that also to help your practice of affirmation, imagination. You are a swan. How will you feel? And imagine the thrill experienced by a swan. Snowy white, pure sattva. A vision that soars. And swan is Hamsa. That am I. I am that. That revelation. The whole process is presented as a swan movement. Closing your eyes, first visualize the beautiful swan in the setting of a beautiful lake. And then switch your attention. I am that swan. Next, open your eyes. We're looking at a forest, autumn forest. And the highlight of the forest, all have turned into yellow, shower of golden yellow. And that's an allegorical picture of mind that has become spiritually transformed with the experience that God is everywhere. Kan kan mein hai Sai Ramata. In every particle there is the presence of God. And that's like a shower of gold. Closing your eyes, place yourself in that beautiful mystic forest. And try to relax. You are enjoying the shower of divine grace in the mystic forest, which is filled with the radiation of gold, presence of God. Next, open your eyes. Now you are turning to St. Helen during the time of great explosion, volcanic eruption. It's also symbolic. The divine presence and its power is beyond imagination. And that power expresses in the form of eruption, which has two implications. All the negative in you are driven away by that eruption. And all the positive begins to shine. So with that in view, close your eyes, mentally visualize the setting of the mountain, all snowy, snow with purity, and this explosive expression of divine power. And develop a subtle affirmation that that type of power is your potentiality. You can shake off the world of terror, the world of fear, the world of virus, and emerge calm, quiet, St. Helen. Your eyes closed. Next, open your eyes to another picturesque setting of nature. It's lake, beautiful mountains, and lush greenery and special colors of those trees. And the sky, along with picturesque setting of nature, is reflecting in the lake. Closing your eyes, try to feel that you are in that setting. And you can go even beyond your personality. Is this summation of all the beauty and glory that you are seeing in that setting. Your mind is that lake. Your spiritual potentiality like mountains. Your virtues, they are like the trees, lush trees. And your calm, relaxed mind reveals the nature of your soul, that essentially is the divine self, as if the sky has been drawn to your mind. And in a relaxed way, whichever way you find yourself relaxing, whilst directing your attention to any part of that scenery that inspires your mind. Next, open your eyes. You have a sunset, but in an amazing way. Sunset in the context where beautiful lake, the clouds create a special artistic adornment, and the reddish hue spreading, radiating from the sun. A glimpse of samadhi. Closing your eyes, continue to enjoy with the mind adoring sun god. Imagine you are seated by the ocean during a full moon night. Listening to the sound of the surf. Now, imagine that ocean is chanting Om. This whole world is God's presence, and you are now in a position to enjoy that divine presence. and you are adopting this allegorical picture of ocean chanting Om. The chorus of Om comes as the surf comes up towards you. During that time you are inhaling softly and enjoying the chorus coming up and enfolding you. It's a blissful feeling. As you begin to breathe out, the surf recedes, the chorus recedes, and your heart enables you to pour yourself into the ocean. You are communing with the ocean. You are not limited to your body. Breathing in, Om. And breathing out, Om, expressing in the form of the ocean, ocean of joy. Now imagine that you have turned yourself into a beautiful swan, this type of swan you have just seen. Up in the sky there is full moon. And that's presence of God. You're enjoying God's darshan in the form of full moon. Unfurling your wings, you begin your journey, a mystic flight. Enjoy first the beautiful expansion of the ocean, shimmering in the light of the moon. And begin to fly higher and higher. Experience the thrill of passing through layers of silvery clouds. And now you have emerged out of the clouds. Up there is full moon. Now enjoy the darshan of God in 3 stages. For your body, for your mind, and for your soul. Or consider your heart. Beginning with the physical body, develop a spiritual view of the body. The body is temple of God. And it's a miracle of God's grace that such a temple is available for you. You are in this temple. And you are invoking God's grace. And that God's grace sweeps over your temple from the toes to the head, sanctifying every part of the temple. Giving your body the blessing of health. Now turn your attention to the shower of grace for your mind, but follow an allegorical setting. Beautiful lake, calm. Gentle shower of grace is descending upon the lake. And the lake is thrilled all over. No longer burdened by past or future. Calm mind. Stillness, and added to that stillness, the joy, the thrill of enjoying shower of grace. Now turn your attention to your heart, which is like a cave, mystic cave. Imagine the cave type of setting, but cave of mystery, contains wonderful things in that cave, but you are unable to recognize because there is darkness. And your heart is storing lots of negative sentiments. But now a window opens in your heart. A beam of moonlight enters. That's a shower of divine grace entering into the cave of your heart. All the negative in your heart is simply being tossed away. All the desires of your heart are supremely fulfilled. Because what you are experiencing goes beyond all your imaginations. In your heart you are discovering God, who is in the heart of all. Having enjoyed divine communion in your heart, now follow the mystic journey of the swan. As a swan, you are coming closer and closer to the moon. And lo and behold, you have become blended with the moon. And you find yourself sweetly related to all living beings all over the world, all over the universe, as if the entire world of living beings are your family. And your heart is sending out goodwill. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. May all be happy. But understand, you are not just using words. You are pouring down the nectarine rays of divine grace from the basket of your heart. Sarve santu niramaya. May all be free of all situations, problems, terrors, fears. Ma kaschid dukha. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. And may there is awakening in every heart, the type of understanding that I am not the body, mind, I am the absolute self. That understanding is sanmati. May that understanding light up in my heart. But not your heart is not limited. In the heart of all. Ma kaschid dukh bhag bhavet. May sufferings terminate. There is nothing but Brahman, Satchidananda, absolute existence, consciousness and bliss. Now follow Om Upasana. First stage, turn your attention to your body. I am this body. But let your mind open to profounder reality. Body is I am. Then how can you separate the body from the universal matter? If I am body, I am the entire universe in material plane. Remember, body, identified body is term Vishwa. Experiencing expansion, universal expansion. All the universe is my body. That's called Virat. Try to allow your mind to have a divine sport. And that is whatever is enchanting in this universe. Feel you are there. You are the whole universe. You're just like you give attention to any part of your body. You can give attention to any part of this universe in a special way. And the shining snows on the mountain tops. I am the lustrous moon, the effulgent sun, the countless stars. Come to another step. The first step was on relation to A aspect of Om. U aspect of Om, now the second step. I am the body is not confined to physical body, it is experience of your mind. Nothing can you experience without the function of your mind. So in brief, you are mind. And body disappears. You are nothing but mind. But mind has again two aspects. Individual mind, called Tejas. Cosmic mind, Hiranyagarbha. Try to view the amazing role played by your mind, its vast extension. But then try to understand this mind is not just yours. This mind is just like a wave that cannot exist alone. It relates to the whole ocean. Your mind has the capacity to commune with other minds. Your mind can influence countless minds. Because deep down in your mind, you are the ocean of cosmic mind. Come to the third stage, M aspect. And that even the mind that you are experiencing is really deep unconscious. And individual aspect of deep unconscious is called prajna. And cosmic deep unconscious is Ishvara. God, the absolute ruler. God in the stage of sustaining, creating, sustaining and dissolving the world. To experience a divine relation. You are just an instrument of the divine. And once that is settled, you are as if in deep sleep state. Not sleeping, but the type of calmness that you experience is here and now. And going beyond all the three, A, U, M. I am that am I. I am the absolute reality, Satchidananda, absolute existence, absolute consciousness, absolute joy. Soft chanting of Om. 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 Ram, 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 Ram. Om Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Om Aim Saraswatyai Namah, Om Aim Saraswatyai Namah, Om Aim Saraswatyai Namah. Om Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah, Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah, Om Shrim Mahalakshmi Namah. Om Om Dum Durgayai Namah, Om Dum Durgayai Namah, Om Dum Durgayai Namah. Om. And prayer for shower of divine grace, the healing shower of divine nectar, Karunamaya Ras, over all. And let every soul be awakened to discover the real nature. Every soul, each of you, is Satchidananda. Attaining that revelation, you conquer the virus of death, Mrityu virus. And that's the goal of life. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukma Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyama Mritat. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Mamritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.